When I was 17, I used to go to the gym, and one of these days I decided after the gym session had ended to go home by foot, thinking that it would save money and my house is close by, so it would be okay. So I started on the Japan Sri Lanka road, and halfway through the journey I realized that I was too tired, and I had only 1,000 rupees in my bag. I had nothing but a water bottle and that money with me. So I hailed a three-wheel, and I was obviously cautious, and the guy didn't seem too creepy, so I got in. And immediately after I got in, he started asking why I was walking alone and how fair, pretty girls like me should not be walking on the road in the sun. This was around 10 a.m. So it was pretty sunny. I was weirded out about this, but I ignored and I smiled it off. Then he proceeded to ask me where I lived, whether I was living alone. And I was immediately creeped out. He had no right to ask me these questions. Anyways, I just evaded the questions, and then he asked if I was alone, maybe I should come with him and I wouldn't be so alone. I was immediately creeped out, and we had already reached Parliament grounds, and I just gave him the money, got out of the vehicle, and ran into a sub-lane in Jayantipura. And there was an open garden, and a lady in there, she saw that I was scared. She asked me to stay in the garden, and then she went to the gate and stood lookout. This guy had followed me into the lane, which was pretty deserted at that point. And he was going up and down this lane, searching for me. I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. And the lady was standing lookout, and I could see that this man was going up and down the lane for about 10 minutes, searching for me. And then, obviously after 10 minutes, he gave up and left, thinking that I was at home. And this lady, I do not want to disclose her name, she told me that she had seen this guy before, and a girl had done exactly what I had done and ran into the lane, and she helped me because she couldn't help the other girl. So that is my story.
My father, he worked in Hatton, and one of the benefits of working in Hatton is that we had our own cook, and ours was called Appu. I was 5 at this time, and I remember how I loved hanging out in the kitchen because I really loved cooking. And it was one of those days that it was just me and Appu at home, and I remember how as I went down putting my book to check what Appu is doing, and I stood next to him, he went and he put his hand underneath my clothes and he touched my bare bottom. I did not understand what was happening, and it went on day after day after day. It was disgusting, and I did not stop it, nor did I know what was really going on. So it was 10 years from that timeline that I got to know another person's sexual harassment story. It was that day that I realized that I myself has been sexually harassed, and it made me realize that this was the reason that I did not have any guy friends, and I found it really hard to trust men, and I still do to this day.